Ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman, you're still running your video cast, is that correct? Talking Bollocks?
Yeah, I just haven't done it for a few months.
Okay, so... sounds to me like you're not then. That's,
we were going to do it a couple of weeks ago, but I was too depressed.
You're too depressed?
Yeah.
What, because you have to hang out with Marilla Wex that amount of time, or what?
No, she's the only shining light in my life. But
Oh, God, and she's married. This is going to be awkward.
I know.
Why did I pry open this particular Pandora's box? All right, you guys ready for your first act? It's going to be fucking awesome, I'm thinking. Assuming we can keep him from the front of a bus or a passing streetcar. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Rashels, let's bring him up.
Well, that's depressing. I could get right into, you know, all the depressing stuff I'm going to talk about, but I want to let the ladies in the room enjoy my shoes before I begin, because I read recently that the first thing women notice about men is their shoes. And this made me very happy because I was afraid that women were noticing that I was bald. But now that I know they notice your shoes first, I like to keep my feet moving and do a little tap dance at all times so that this keeps their attention in my feet area and they don't get bored and wander up here and see what's going on in terms of my baldness. But I don't think my little ruse is working because women are always telling me I look like Harry from Sex and the City. And I Googled this guy, and I don't think we have the same shoes. We don't even have the same face. The only thing we have in common is we have no hair. And so this tells me that I think women are noticing that I'm bald. And it also tells me that women, the only way they tell men apart is by their hair. That's the only thing they notice. And I was telling my guy friends about this, and they're saying, you know, I was telling them, like, these women think I look like Harry from Sex and the City, and they're like, that's ridiculous. You don't look like Harry from Sex and the City. Women are crazy. You look like Dr. Evil. And I'm like, really? Because I wear a gray suit and I go like this all the time? Is that... I don't really look like Dr. Even Mike Myers doesn't look like Dr. Evil, and he is Dr. Evil. It's just, you know, I'm bald and he's bald, so I guess we're twins. I've tried to argue my case and point out that Dr. Evil has slightly different bone structure and my cheeks are a bit higher, but there's no point because I'm bald and therefore I look like Dr. Evil and Jean-Luc Picard. That's the other thing I get. Even though these people look nothing like each other or me, it's just proof for my new theory that the only way human beings tell each other apart at all is by their hair. Another proof for my theory is if you were going to leave the pub tonight and describe me to your friends, would you say, you know who was the least funny? It was that guy who had the hazel eyes and he had like a pimple. No, you'd say the bald guy, and they would know who you were talking about. This is the only physical feature about me that matters. It just sucks because I'll never know if I'm good looking. I might be the most good-looking man in the world. If you take Hugh Jackman, for example, he's very handsome. He was voted People magazine's sexiest man alive. But in the movie The Fountain, in a third of the movie, he has no hair, and he's as ugly as me. But in the rest of the movie, he has hair and he's hot. So I might be the sexiest man alive. There's no way to know. And I know what you're thinking. You want to look at me like this to see if you can isolate my face and see if it's a handsome face. But don't bother. I've tried that, and it doesn't work. I've discovered that in isolation, the human face just looks like a random jumble of mouth and eyes, and you can't rate its attractiveness without seeing the whole head. So I'm stuck being ugly. So sometimes I go to websites that are supposed to encourage you. They tell you that being bald is okay. They say things like, it's only a small part of your body. There's so much more of you for a woman to love. And there is a lot more of me, and that's because I'm fat. So thank you for reminding me, website. I mean, I could lose weight, I guess, but I don't want to, I refuse to work out. I don't want to be one of those bald guys that's in good shape, because it looks like they're trying too hard. It's like, look at me, look at my muscles, don't look up here. It's just sad. And I think also it would frustrate me to be in shape and to have hair, because then I would be this close to be in shape and be bald. I'd be so close to getting laid, because if I just had hair. But now that I'm fat and bald, it's like, well, even if I had hair, it doesn't matter, because I'd still be fat, and I'd never have sex. But the worst part is that I lost my hair so long ago that I don't even remember what it's like to have sex anymore. I can't even masturbate thinking about past times I've had sex. At this point, I'm just masturbating thinking about past masturbation sessions that were pretty good. I should really just pack it in. I don't even know why I bother shaving my head. I don't know if anybody's fooled, if they're like, I don't know, I can't tell, are you bald on top? Because you have no hair on the sides either, there's no frame of reference, I can't tell. I don't think anybody's fooled. Although, every now and then I do get a gleaming bit of hope, because sometimes women say, do you shave your head because you're losing your hair, or because you like shaving your head? And I'm like, yes, I could trick them. But then I realize either way I answer that question, I'm screwed. Because if I say the truth and like, yeah, you know, I'm losing my hair, then it defeats the purpose, and then I've given up my secret. But then if I lie and I say, no, I just like doing this, then I look like an idiot. Because, oh, I could have long, beautiful hair, but I prefer to have my head look like a fuzzy egg. And then they just think I'm stupid. So I don't answer the question, I just sort of smile and say, look at my shoes. Good, we got a laugh right at the end, that's good. That's it, thanks.
Keep it going for Josh, folks! And that was not nearly as depressing as you made it out as it was going to be. Can I just say, is he not handsome? He's not a handsome fella. I'm comfortable enough with my heterosexuality and parts of my homosexuality that I can say that. I have no problems. No, he's a nice looking fella.
Stop.
No, I'm serious. What's the big deal about hair? I'm losing it and I don't care. I honestly don't care. Some people in our complement, you'll be seeing some of them soon, have taken it upon themselves to shave off when they think it's going, and I don't care how long it takes my hair to go, it's going to go. I treat every one of my little hairs like it's an ex-girlfriend. Hey, you don't like it up there? There's the fucking drain, alright? Just fucking march single file. Make me Mr. Clean. I thought you looked more like Keanu Reeves when he got de-jacked from The Matrix.
Oh, nice.
That's a nice looking fella.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Look who's trying to hook you up right now. Now, please. Who's the king?
I appreciate it.
Right there. Cenotaph jokes aside, I'm an alright guy.